Dear students, now I am going to explain you about structure and affinities of Peripatus. What is Peripatus? So Peripatus is a very old worm, very interesting worm having velvet skin. That's why it is called velvet worm. Peripatus belongs to the phylum Arthropoda, class Onychophora. It's a very primitive worm and represented by 200 species, genus Peripatus. Peripatus is popularly called velvet worm. So there is a one wrong thing here mentioned. It's not 70 species. It is the right one is it comprises 200 species and distributed in tropical forests of the world, widely separated areas like West Indies, South America, Congo, Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand. So it is you will see in this world map these Peripatus mainly represented by the popular one is two forms you can see. So the one is brownish blackish color, another is bluish color Peripatus. So they are present in the South America, Congo and Malaya region, Tasmania, Australia, New Zealand. So then the blue part showing the blue colored Peripatus and the brown that is you can see the orange color shows brownish reddish color Peripatus. So discontinuous distribution means they are distributed in the terrestrial habitat. They are widely separated. You know this there is a big this is South America, Africa and Asia. All these are widely separated continent. So this is what you can see, the discontinuous distribution. So Peripatus is living fossil that evolved in Cambrian period, that is very long back. So it's about 570 million years old. That's why in that period all these landmass are together as a one landmass. Later they get separated. There is a continental drift. That's why you will see this discontinuous distribution with respect to Peripatus. It is called living fossil because since last 500 million years it has not undergone much changes. So that's why it is called living fossil. So this interesting worm Peripatus is having a soft bodied terrestrial worm, lives under stones, bark of trees and shady places. It is a nocturnal in habit. It is nighttime active and during daytime it remains in the dark places, and it is a carnivore worm and predaceous. It's a predator. It feeds on small insects, worms and termites. Peripatus is having a cylindrical body, you will see vermiform body, and it lack true segmentation and exoskeleton, what you see in the case of prawn or as centipede, whatever you studied, a chitinous exoskeleton, that is the typical character of arthropoda, and the segmentation that is lacking in this worm. So why still it is under arthropoda? Even it is lacking jointed legs. So let us study the characters and then we will be able to understand why it is like this. Peripatus is a cylindrical worm and lack true segmentation. It grows about 3 to 6 centimeter in length and it is having a blackish, brownish, reddish, bluish color, and there are about 200 species. You will see different colors. Dark color on the dorsal surface and light color in the ventral surface. It has got not a chitinous exoskeleton, it is a soft velvety skin. It has thrown into numerous transverse grooves or wrinkles. You can see it has numerous wrinkles on the body, and it has got it bears a spiny papillae or bristles on the surface of the skin. It produces slimy secretion which is protective and helps in the capturing the prey. So it has got a pair of antenna and there is a oral papilla. These oral papilla is producing slime. That means it is releasing slime which is produced inside by slime glands. These are each, you can see of course it's a metamerically segmented. Each segment bears a pair of legs which is similar to the legs of the annelida. And they ends with the legs are ending with the claws, you will find. So body is divisible into two parts, less distinct head, this one, and the trunk region, long trunk region. So how is the head? Head is composed of three segments, the limbs of which have, the three segments means there is each segments bear a pair of appendage, as the typical arthropoda character. So these appendages, in the case of prawn, you have studied anterior appendages are modified into antenna, antennule. Similarly, you will find these are antenna, and you can see there is a pair of antenna and a pair of jaws inside the mouth. It is also modified appendage, and there is a oral papilla. It's very important. So this is these are antenna, and you will find there is this is oral papilla here. This is oral papilla. So this oral papilla is a very interesting organ where you will see it is it is a opening of the slime glands, and it produces a adhesive slime for entangling the prey. The secretion hardens rapidly and immobilizes the prey. So the slime secretion, thick slime is secreted, and it is used to how exactly we wrap the things with the plastic, the similarly it wrap the prey, immobilize the prey with the help of this thick slime. Then the entangled the insects like wood lice, crickets and other invertebrates, they get immobilized, and then it is going to eat on that. So this is how it is. It's an offensive and defensive organ. So it is also used to capture the prey. So the mouth is ventral in position. You can see the circular mouth you will find here. It's like a sucker type of mouth, and there will be a tongue inside the mouth, and two jaws you will find inside the mouth for tearing the food. So it is a muscular jaw with the teeth surrounded by the mouth. This is what you will find the mouth. It is almost similar structure what you have studied in the case of leech. So then you will find there is a dorsally a pair of simple eyes you will find here, a simple eyes. So this is in the head region. Then how exactly the trunk region? There are about 14 to 42 segments arranged serially. All the segments are alike. Each segment show a pair of legs. You will find a pair of legs in each segment. The anus is situated in the terminal position. You will find here the anus. This is the one. The anus in the terminal position. And just above the anus, you will find the opening of the gonophore, or else the genital opening. Each leg is this is a leg structure. It's a conical part. You will find it's a conical part, and the distal part, this is distal part, it has got a pads. You will find the spiny pads. Can you see this? These are the spiny pads. They are ending with the horny claw. This is the structure of the foot. So there is you will find each segment bears a pair of the legs. How about the skin? The epidermis, the beneath the cuticle, the velvety skin or the cuticle it is, and below this you can see a layer of epidermis which secretes a cuticle on its outer surface. Then below this epidermis you will find the dermis. It consists of muscles. There are three types of muscles. You can see the circular, longitudinal and oblique muscles are present just beneath the epidermis. So the locomotion, that's why these muscles are helping them for locomotion, and it crawls by means of legs, and it is these legs are used for locomotion by extension and contraction of the body, it moves, it crawls. You know, typical vermiform, how exactly, you know, the movements of the millipede, similar types you can see here in this Peripatus. So this is the section of the body, what all you will see. This is the epidermis outer, then you can see just the dermis having the muscles. These are muscles, they are used for locomotion, and you will see the simple gut. So there is a simple gut, you can see. This is you know, the tubular gut you will find. Then this is the lateral, you can see the legs, they are ending with the claw. So this these are not jointed legs, you can see, even though lot of wrinkles are there. Then you will find the nervous system. This is the nerve cord, the ventral nerve cord. It is very separate here, it is not. So this is the well developed brain and nerve cord, and it is ladder type, you can see, you can make out. So they are the nerves joining this and giving an appearance ladder type of nervous system. So the body cavity of Peripatus, typical to arthropoda, it is called hemocoel. Respiration by tracheal system, similar to insects. So excretion, like how exactly you will find in Annelida, it is a nephridia you will find. So the nephridia, it opens with outside through the nephridiopores. So the sexes are separate, the male and female, and but this is not egg laying, it is a viviparous. You can see in this picture, it is giving birth to the young ones. So the genital pore is situated in the ventral surface. You have seen in between the last pair of legs, you will find the genital pore. This is in this region, you will find the genital pore. So this affinities, so this is very important. Peripatus is the one, it is a connecting link between Annelida and arthropoda. It has got many features of Annelida and more towards it is arthropoda. Peripatus exhibits affinities with, that is resemblances with Annelida, arthropoda and mollusca, as well as it has got, because it has evolved from 500 million years, so it has got its own unique features. It is a living fossil, it has not undergone much changes since 500 million years. That's why it has lot of unique features, that's why it is a very interesting worm to study. It is regarded as a connecting link between Annelida and arthropoda, and it is regarded as a living fossil that has common ancestor with the Uniramous arthropoda. So you know that Uniramous arthropoda are the class Myriapoda, class Insecta, and this Peripatus, all these having a common ancestors. Even the crustaceans, all these have a common ancestors. What are the features of a Peripatus which resemble with the Annelida? So vermiform body, you see here, this is a Annelidan polychaete worm, Nereis, and this is a Peripatus. See similar features, morphological features you will see, both are vermiform body, metamerical segmentation, then uniform succession of metameres. So in the case of arthropoda, you will find the segments are anterior segments, they form a cephalothorax and abdomen and all this. You will see there is a fusion of segments, and no such things you will see. Similar, you know, all segments are alike. This is called homonymous segments, uniform succession of metamerical segmentation. Outer body covering the cuticle, skin is thin and flexible. You know, it is not like chitinous as you see in the arthropoda. Then the musculature, identical to Annelida, the muscles similar to Annelida. What you study, the muscles, what the pattern, it is similar to that of a leech or earthworm. So that you will find the appendages are the legs, they are hollow like a parapodia of polychaete. This is a polychaete. The parapodia, the legs of this earthworm or polychaete, it's similar to that of the legs of the Peripatus. So the locomotion peristyle is similar to earthworm, as I said. So alimentary canal like earthworm, a simple one. It is not modified like the prawn what you have studied. Straight alimentary canal, that's what. The paired segmentally arranged nephridia, similar to nephridia, that's excretory organ similar to that of the annelida. The slime gland and coxal gland, these are a corresponding gland you will find in the polychaeta, chaetopoda. So many features, eyes and so many features, it looks like a polychaete, marine polychaete worm. It is the polychaeta is the class of annelida you have studied. So it is the features are resembling that. Then the peripatus resembles more in its features with the phylum Arthropoda. That's why it is classified under phylum Arthropoda. The presence of antenna, where you can see these are the centipede and millipede. This is peripatus. It resembles these centipedes and millipedes. So the appendage is modified, the anterior appendage modified into antenna. Then they also similar to the arthropoda, the peripatus also shedding its skin for before the growth. You will see periodical casting, ecdysis, you have studied. The appendages are provided with the claws similar to arthropoda. Jaws are modified appendage, that is what you can see. The jaw, whatever present inside the mouth, is similar what you see the mandible in the case of prawn. It is both are modified the appendage. So the musculature of the legs similar to arthropoda. The presence of the hemocoel body cavity similar to arthropoda and open circulatory system. In the case of annelida, it is closed circulatory system. Salivary glands are modified nephridia. Presence of tracheas, respiratory organs similar to insects. The brain large and resembles the brain of typical arthropoda. Reproductive organs and the pattern of reproduction and development similar to arthropoda. So all these features, more features resembling that of arthropoda, that's why they are classified under arthropoda. Few features even they resemble with the mollusca. You will find this is the slug molluscan. You can see the shellless mollusca. You will see in the rainy season commonly creeping worm like slug you will find in your garden and all. So this it resembles, the peripatus resembles in its features the slug, and more you will find in with respect to the nervous system. It has got a ladder like nervous system. The arthropoda and annelida, they have a nervous system. This is a typical invertebrate like nervous system you have studied already, but this is having a ladder like nervous system similar to slug and also similar to platyhelminthes what you have studied. So these they have got unique features, as I said. So they have body shows indistinct segmentation, appearance of the skin not like arthropoda, it is a velvety skin. The antenna not homologous with the antenna of arthropoda, they have got antenna, a sensory organ. Then you can see the three segmental head exhibits a condition midway between annelida and arthropoda. This is what, that's why it's a connecting link between annelida and arthropoda. Some zoologists even they treat this as a separate phylum in between annelida and arthropoda and phylum Onychophora. But majority zoology they consider this under phylum Arthropoda. So the segmentation behind head are simple and identical. Restriction of jaw to a single pair. So single pair of jaws. Movement of jaws from anterior to the posterior end. So all these are unique features. Slime or coxal gland used for defense and offensive structure. Then arrangements of trachea is not like arthropoda type. Then it is you can see the permanently opened spiracles In the arthropoda, the spiracles can open and close. So that is so. There is a valve is there. You will find it is permanently opened spiracles. Then you will find two ventral nerve cords are widely separated. It is not jointed like arthropoda. The structure of eye is less complicated. So all these features are unique features. It is carrying these features since long period. It's from since 500 million years. It has got numerous unique features you may study in detail. So this is about a unique worm, Peripatus, belongs to the class Onychophora. Thank you.